Hey guys, Craig Yates here. Welcome back to another episode of Coffee with Craig. Today, we're in the car. We're going to be driving and we're going to be chatting about entrepreneurship. And we're going to chat to someone that I know that's been a born entrepreneur. And we're going to find out where his journey started in today's episode of Coffee with Craig. Enriching lives, one cappuccino at a time. So Jackers, I remember for one of my birthdays, you brought me a tray with a whole bunch of these weird shot glasses that no one knew how to actually drink from, because every time they drank from it, they would spill. Do you want to tell us about that? Was that your first entrepreneurial venture? Or?
That is correct, Craig. The tray was custom made. You're very lucky to get one of those. But the shot glasses were part of my first business I started as a student.
Okay.
And as you saw, they were fun. They were cool. They were something different. Took me about a month to track down the supplier.
We got everyone looking at the shot glass. They weren't just drinking it.
It was a shot glass with a split down the middle, so you could have two shots in it. Super exciting, not your bland, boring shot glass.
But it was for things like
Springboks, suitcases, women's revenge, anything that you want to put in there. I actually ended up developing a shooter recipe for the shot glasses, and then selling it to bottle stores, packaging them in a box for bottle stores, and I ended up getting listed in ShopRite Checkers, Aroma Drop-In, Mid-Mart Liquors, nationally.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the idea?
Yeah, well, I saw that they were cool. The merchandising and everything else was another story. I pretty much had everyone in my family packing shot glasses in my garage. We'll see my garage probably later. But yeah, I just saw that they weren't in the liquor stores, so there was a clear opportunity to get them in.
So Jackers, I obviously met you from playing hockey, and we go way back from our days playing hockey together. And hockey's always been a massive passion of yours. And it's almost led into your entire life now. It's just hockey all the time. What made you want to get into your passion as an entrepreneurial venture?
Yeah, so I did my CA, and as an auditor, I think it's pretty soul destroying. It's not that fun at times. And hockey, as you said, was my passion. We became friends through hockey, and I ended up starting 3 businesses in hockey. So it was pretty cool to be able to merge my entrepreneurial spirit and drive with a sport that I love. And obviously I look for opportunities in the sport of hockey to start my businesses.
So Jack, like so many businesses, I'm sure there were hurdles that you had to overcome. What was the biggest hurdle you had to overcome with your first business?
Yes, Craig, I think people think business is easy, but it's never easy, especially as an entrepreneur starting out. And to start that shot glass business, I first had to find a supplier. You know, I knew the product was out there, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And you remember the yellow pages?
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally started paging through the yellow pages and literally phoning up plastics companies and saying, do you know where I can get these shot glasses? I think it took me close to 2 months.
2 months.
To find the actual supplier. And I phoned a guy and he said, it's not me, but it's my cousin.
Okay.
And he said, meet me on the side of the N1 and I'll take you to the factory. And so, you've got to try and do these things, I guess. You've got to be safe. But, I took a risk and I met this guy on the side of the highway, and we drove to this guy's factory, and I found an amazing supplier of shot glasses. He said I could have as many thousand as I want. And that's where it started. But it took 2 months of perseverance and hard work to actually find the supply.
Sure. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So let's go check out my garage.
Cool.
Like wall-to-wall stock, basically. You could only have a narrow path through here. It's just shin guards and hockey sticks and everything. And then up here, at least.
Up top here.
This is where all the shot glasses are. Craig, you're in my garage. This is where the magic happened. It's obviously completely empty now because I have a real business premises. But you can still see there's some stuff here. This is my old shot glass business. You can see there's one of the shot glasses. There's the display box that we used to use for the bottle stores. You can see an old hockey grip lying around here. So yeah, we've cleaned out of here, but this is where it all began.
All started, and it was just maxed out with shot glasses everywhere, with hockey sticks, everything.
You couldn't move. This place was packed. I actually built this top part of the garage because we ran out of space. So yeah, obviously free rent at the family home, but eventually the business outgrew this garage.
Okay, awesome. That's great. It's awesome to see where it actually all began and it all started. Like so many business people and entrepreneurs starting in the home garage, like Jack Thonissen did with his first entrepreneurial venture.
Nice full one there.
Jeepers.
Oh, nice guys.
Are you gonna take it? down the middle.
So, Jack, this was your first business venture, shot glasses, at a young age. For me, I started my entrepreneurial journey at the age of 9 years old. Like most kids, I played Nintendo video games. One day, I went to go and hire a video game from the video store, which we don't have anymore. And the person working behind the counter said, "Craig, do you want to actually give us some of your video games and you can rent it to other people during the school holidays?" And I thought to myself, am I willing to actually go without playing video games myself to make a little bit of extra money? So I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand over my video games. I'm going to rent it out to the video store. Other kids are going to rent it from the video store, and I'm going to make a little bit of extra money. And that first check that I got back during the school holidays, I was able to go and buy more video games. And with those more video games, what did I do? I didn't go and play them in my house. I gave them back to the video store. And it was my first entrepreneurial venture of almost a way of making rental income, but rental income with video games. As a 9-year-old, I had some sorts of delayed gratification and the need for entrepreneurial spirit to want to make a small business that could benefit myself later on in my life. We've heard from Jack, we've heard his first business selling shot glasses, which he developed here at his own home. I think it's time for us to go to his business all the way in Pardon Island now. Whoa, check where we are, inside the premises of Princess. Started in the humble home of Jack Thonissen to the premises where we are today, filled to the brim of hockey sticks, hockey balls, and everything hockey. As a kid, like so many people, I love playing sports, but I love playing hockey. More so than hockey, the one thing that I really enjoyed was that entrepreneurial spirit inside of me that wanted me to get out and start doing something. So what I decided to do was myself and a friend started to have house parties and charge people to come to our house parties. But what did we have to do before we could do that? Before we could start these house parties, we had to raise money. And how did we go about raising money as a little kid? We started a raffle ticket. We went knocking on doors. Door on door, we would knock and we would sell raffle tickets to raise money. But what did we find out? No, you had to have a license to be able to have a raffle ticket. So we got in a lot of trouble. But that's what happens in business. You learn along the way. You learn the ropes in life and in business. Finding out a problem and then learning from it. So it started with hockey balls. Obviously now it's a lot bigger than hockey balls. So do you want to tell us what you went through? Some more problems for you to start other lines inside of Princess?
Yes, Craig. So hockey balls was the start. The shop happened. We were running a very successful shop. And my other problem was that the shop couldn't make enough money. If you've got a 36 square meter shop, how much money can it really make? So we evolved into starting our own hockey brand. We imported it from Holland, Princess. We've evolved into a second brand, Bravo. So now we've got two brands and we've got a much bigger business in a much bigger market.
Okay, awesome. So kids love playing sports and kids need good coaches. Where did Sportsways come along?
Yeah, so I was pretty ambitious. We started the hockey shop in 2009. We started Princess in 2010 and we started a coaching business in 2011. So the coaching business started with one coaching clinic, grew to 3, grew to 5, grew to 7, and now we're doing 26 coaching clinics right around the country, coaching about 2,500 players and 500 coaches. We are the only national hockey coaching business in the country now. So it's been an epic journey.
So that's amazing to see. So, I mean, on your wall, you've got Austin Smith. You obviously is the captain of the South African hockey side. You sponsor him. But what you're talking about with your Sportsways coaching clinic, I've even been to Province Cricket Club on a Sunday morning with my nieces and nephews, and I've been with them on the field playing hockey at those coaching clinics. So it's so amazing for me to see someone at the top of his game like Austin to little kids that are 6, 7 years old learning the ropes through Sportsways. So it's awesome to see what you're doing in the hockey circles we have today. So there we have it, folks. Business is a gift. The best businesses are started out of answering problems, like we've seen with Jack Thonissen starting Princess out of the need for having hockey balls. And what do we have here today? We have this amazing premises of Princess, where we have hockey sticks, we have equipment, we have all kinds of apparel to answer the question of a problem inside of the hockey community. For me, I've loved talking to you. I've really enjoyed the guests that we've had on Coffee with Craig. Let me know who you want to see next. Dylan, let's make sure it happens. Sportsmans.